Hello, my name is Rick Hurlbut. I am the high school Humane Letters teacher at Hope Academy. I want to welcome you to the Best of Creative Expressions Virtual Celebration 2020, that even in spite of the challenges provided by quarantine and COVID-19, that we at Hope Academy still celebrate all that is good and true and beautiful. And so you will have an opportunity to enjoy Creative Expressions pieces from Caleb Hoilien, Hannah Irving, and then Makayla Williams. Please enjoy.
Hi, my name is Caleb Hoilien, and I will be presenting Acquired in Heaven by Beautiful Eulogy. On that day we will sing of the name more excellent than angels, a purified bride, a refined heart, speech, and mind, where unity and fellowship is perfected in the church, where divine love rests in the hearts of the inhabitants of the new earth, and receive a crown only to cast it down at the feet of the resurrected Jesus in a perfect, ceaseless form of worship, singing glory to the liberating King who came not to conquer kingdoms, but restore men back to what they are intended for, and escape from this life marked by anguish. A great fountain of love that flows from heaven's gates awaits us. You can take this world, its joys and its fleeting pleasures, but give us Jesus, our future hope and our greatest treasure, the fulfillment of our expectation with nothing to separate us, nothing to hinder the saints from the greatest expression of adoration, finally fit with the language to describe, the right words to express, the richness of eternal possession, the blessing of inheritance, where God will be seen through purified eyes, purged from the sin that blinded us from viewing God as glorified, where love will be expressed with the perfect affection. Until then we will wait with expectation for all that we will acquire in heaven. Lord, you did everything required to save us and bring us into your presence, so to know you and behold you is our heart's desire. There is nothing higher, nothing greater to acquire. Holy, holy, holy is the song of the choir. Your people sing your praises. Gathered from all the nations, we were chosen to be holy and blameless before the earth's foundation. And it's only on the basis of your glorious grace, and we will never grow tired of gazing upon your face and falling before your feet, worshiping at your throne. Your appearance is like carnelian and precious gemstones, like nothing we've ever seen. Your glory never fades. The Lamb of God who was slain to wash away sin's stain. We were ransomed by your blood. Your loss was our gain, and you live forevermore. Lord, forever you will reign. The King of all kings, name above every name, and everyone who trusts in you will not be put to shame. O Jesus King, most wonderful, thou conqueror renowned, thou sweetness most ineffable, in whom all joys are found. O Jesus, light of all below, thou fount of life and fire, surpassing all the joys we know and all we can desire. May every heart confess thy name and ever thee adore, and seeking thee thyself inflame, to seek thee more and more. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hannah Irving, and I will be performing a piece that I wrote called What If? What if I told you that you were going to be okay? What if I told you that the present does not compare to the goodness that we will feel one day? What if I told you that your heart will come back together? And what if I told you that it was never really broken in the first place? Would you believe me if I told you that this isn't the worst to come? Or would you believe me if I told you that you will find the perfect someone? Would you recognize the feeling of hope if it was sitting on your doorstep? Would you cling to the thought of salvation if he died so that you could have that? Would you believe me if I said that you can be growing even in this darkness? And would you still have fear knowing that your powerful God has got this? Why are you allowing your heart to feel this type of nothingness? And why are you shoving your distractions through the God-shaped hole, expecting them to fit? Why do you read the verse and sing the song if you're just going to ignore his signs? And why do you not believe in his holiness when you claim to know that it's right? Why are you allowing yourself to sink deeper in the abyss of doubt when his hand is extended so far you need only to look up and you're out? But your problem is the weight tied to your shoe dragging you down. But the one who tied it so tight was you. You pile on each other your doubt and heartbreak and stress and mind ache and all that the world causes you to feel. You let it take you away from what's real, but he said, I have overcome the world. He is more than what you let keep you down, because you will have those days. When you feel like your heart has sunk to your toes, you feel the exhaustion in your throat, the weakness that drops your brow bone and your eyelids barely functional, when you have lost every single bit of motivation to even get out of bed. The days when you're on the verge of tears all day, you don't know why or can't find a way to fix it, he is still present. The times when you feel like all your identity was stripped from your hands and you have nothing left but to raise them high and hear him say, it is going to be okay. When your heart has been torn and crushed and has nothing left to give but to trust, even then you will be okay. When you feel like you've lost the only one who knows who you are, look up and believe in whose you are. Because you will have people who will almost be your always or never be your forever. But there is one that will never be an almost and will forever be your always. Because he is beautiful, wonderful. We can't count in full his wonders or comprehend his plans. All we need to do is have faith and say, yes, Lord, I believe that you can. He sees you, beloved, and his hand is reached out. Now, would you believe me if I told you that you are going to be okay?
My name is Makayla Williams. I'm a senior at Hope Academy, and I will be reciting an original piece I wrote entitled A Thank You Letter. They call you many things. Yahweh, Jehovah, Adonai of Adonai, faithful God. It's easier to count the stars than it is to count the riches of your love. When I cannot walk, you run for me. When I cannot sing, you perform symphonies. And when I cannot see your faithfulness, it feels as if I'm in a box, pitch black with no windows or doors or hope. You show me that I've just got my eyes closed, faithful God. A good husband who provides even when his wife betrays him, that's love unconditional. You are my protector, perfecter, beginning and end, with sin at my start and you at the finish line, cheering me on no matter how many times I trip up, and I will trip up. When you lift me to my feet, I am in awe of you. And I see you move in everything. Yet I am a broken vessel, undeserving of touching your cloak, and yet you decide to wrap it around me. So, no, you aren't simply a good God. You are complex in your greatness, complicated in your eternities, compounded in your intricate mercies. You are the pinnacle of perfection. I get a headache when I try and wrap my mind around it, and then you heal my headache because you're faithful. It's funny. How every time I find myself crawling on my knees back to the throne of the Father, you act as if I haven't already been there before. Like you haven't already wiped these tears or cleared this conscience over and over, and it's also kind of funny how when my sin blinds me and my iniquities make me deaf to your voice, you remain the same God. You remain the same God. You've never left me. Despite what I think when the world caves in on me, when it feels like all of eternity is resting on my back and I can hear my spine crack, I know that I can rely on you, God of the Israelites. I apologize for all the times I've stepped off of your path, all the rewriting you must have had to do in my story, and I'm thankful that you died for me, because I am not a worthy sacrifice, try as I might. There is not a good in me that isn't derived from your mercy. Not an ounce of joy in my soul that doesn't come from your spirit. You replenish me. When my stomach is empty, my heart is full. My soul pants for living water, and you fulfill my every need. And so, I thank you for your faithfulness. Sincerely, your daughter, Makayla.
So good.
Okay,
That was the best.